a brand new day ahead. So much to do, so much to see. So get your ass up out of bed. Get out now, time's wasted. There's no reward for hesitating.
Hey, I was want to go back to a recent video I made about my ex and my relationship that collapsed and so on. And it's kind of an uncomfortable situation. It's uncomfortable to talk about. And I'll tell you why. First of all, whenever I talk about it, everybody's got their own opinion, right? Either I should have worked harder to make it work, or, well, if it's really so bad, you know, why did I stick with it as long as I did? Like, maybe it's not as bad as I'm saying, right? And also, of course, there's the gaslighting aspect of it, which is real uncomfortable because I don't like to feel like I'm a victim of domestic abuse. And so I want to touch on all of that stuff. And first of all, I stuck with it because I was working my ass off to make it work. That was important to me, especially because of the gaslighting I was subject to. Once again, I don't want to sound like I'm an expert or that it's the same for everybody, but for me anyway, I was made to feel like all of the problems in our relationship were my fault. So, of course, I was working real hard to fix that. You know, I thought that if I could be a better husband, if I could be a better father, I could fix it. You know, and maybe she wouldn't feel the need to go elsewhere, what have you, you know what I mean? And of course, that wasn't true. It didn't fix the problem, and the reason is because none of that was true. I was working my ass off to make our relationship work. She wasn't. Okay? And so that's the points I want to make. Okay, you can't fix your relationship. Not by yourself. All right? It has to be a team effort, of course. You know, that makes sense. But it's easy to miss. Okay? Especially when you're in the middle of it. But if you're working hard to make your relationship work and the other person is not, it's not going to work out. I don't care how many positive changes you make. Okay? How many improvements you make. Now, if you have changes that you need to make, things that you need to improve on to be a better person and to be better for your significant other, that's important. You need to do that. But it's also going to require that person to work with you. Of course. They have to do their part also. If they're not, it isn't going to work. Okay, and I'll tell you something else. If you are busting your ass every day to make your relationship work, and at the end of the day you still feel like it's not working and it's your fault, you're a victim. Okay, you're a victim of abuse. I don't care who you are, man or woman, 350-pound linebacker, I don't care how strong you are, because that's one of the things that makes it tough for me to handle. I'm not a weak person, you know? I'm actually pretty tough. I have been in martial arts for many years. I can take a hit. I don't run away from a fight. I don't consider myself weak. And I think that's part of why it hit me so hard. I think the stronger you are, the harder it is to see this kind of abuse. Gaslighting is a sneaky type of abuse. It's soft abuse, okay? It sneaks in under radar and you don't even realize you're a victim of it. All right, but other people do. See, now I'm in a secure and loving, supportive relationship. I can look back at the shit that I put up with and the mistakes I made and think, what the hell was wrong with me? And I'll tell you what was wrong with me. I was too close to it. Okay? Now, that's the problem with a lot of people. If you're in this kind of situation, you're too close to see it. You're wrapped up in it. And I'll bet you there's other people outside your relationship, friends and family, who are telling you, hey, this isn't working out. This person isn't right for you. And you don't want to hear it. You don't want to listen to them because they don't know. You know, they don't know the person like you do. They don't know, you know, the dynamic of your relationship and so on and so forth. And I'm telling you, you're lying to yourself, okay? And the problem is, you're too close to it to see it. They're not. They see it. They're not involved in the gaslighting that's going on, okay? And so, look out for these warning signs, okay? If you're working really hard to make it work and the other person isn't, or if you're working really hard to make it work and still feel like it's your fault that it's not working, you need to start working on an exit strategy, okay? You need to start listening to the people around you who are telling you what's going on, okay? so you don't make the same fucking mistakes that I made. All right? And so that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to get out of here now, and we'll talk to you later.